Let's make sure this is actually working correctly this time. And that we're actually showing live. Let's see here. We can actually enter it. It's very bizarre how these streams start sometimes with the app. It's almost like the app has a little bit of a delay built into it, because it shows that it's live when you actually go to the website, Legendary Joe Gaming. It doesn't show anything. And then it finally comes on after a little bit of time. There we go. I will never understand this technology, I swear to goodness. So let's go ahead and look at a few different single map WADs that definitely caught my attention as part of the DCMS. So first up, that I thought was really neat is the fact that there's one literally called Duke Nukem map. As you can see here, not sure how. Check it out. This was originally one of my very favorite titles from the early days of FPS. You know, Doom 2 was the very first one I ever played, and then it was actually this one, Duke Nukem 3D. So, I'm not really sure how the gimmick is supposed to work here, because technically you can't jump in Doom. So I'm guessing that this was originally designed for GZDoom, where you actually can jump. And if that's the case, then we need to make it to where we can. Only reason I know that is because they literally put the health bonuses here, making it clear you need to be able to jump. Which was something that was very possible in Duke Nukem 3D. So, at least on the Kex port, I don't even think they have an option to set a jump anywhere. Let's see. Bindings, walk, yada 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 yada, all the different weapons, auto map, chat. Yes, see in the Doom 1, Doom 2 port, they don't even have an option for jumping. So I guess we're just gonna have to kind of cheese it by using no clip. Let's go ahead, head on down. This is a series I am absolutely going to cover on my channel. The real thing. So I know a lot of people have been asking about it. I am to run Heretic and Hexen on the series eventually. I already have the game bought. Just need to find an opening that I can put it in. And then ultimately, fans of Duke Nukem 3D know that this is one you can also jump up. This is one of the secrets. Because you can jump up on this lip and then jump over here, and then the rocket launcher appears magically. I don't know if they made it the same way in this Doom version. Let's see. Ta-da! Oh, yep, they did. Okay, so they kept it loyal, and I can already tell so many things are not working correctly because you're not able to jump. So this map was clearly made for GZDoom. Definitely does not translate to Kex whatsoever, but daggone it. We're giving it our best shot. Now, normally with the rocket launcher, you can literally put a rocket right in there and it will blow up this entire area, giving you access into a movie theater. But we don't have that luxury here, and this is actually a fake wall in the original Duke Nukem. Looks like it is in this version too. So, my gosh, it's amazing how they recreated this, but daggone, it just does not work on Kexport. So, sadly, we'll have to wait until we do the actual one, because otherwise you're just going to be no-clipping your life away. So, let's go ahead and jump to the next one we have in set here. And this one is... get down here. Alright. For anyone that saw back when I was doing Legendary Mel games, this was one that I originally covered. And I remember reaching out to the author of this one, and he mentioned how dynamic lighting is everything in this map. So, I want to make sure to actually do it properly this time and actually turn all the extra lighting off now that we finally got all the HDR settings squared away, and see just how different Forever Below looks. Because this was such a fun map when I played it, and it feels like it was ages ago now. Again, the epic, creepy soundtrack that they even used in the Liminal Doom series. Basically just faking out the pinky that's in there. Everything else is just hit scares, and actually you can end up bringing all the walls down with you when you get to the end. This map was inspired by myhouse.wad. So, it's got a lot of the same sort of messing with your mind trickery going on. And because I already did the full 100% playthrough of it originally, I'm just actually play through it just casually here. And not necessarily worry about the 100%, although I will try. Just because this map is very big and has a lot of moving parts to it. Again, this is such an atmospheric masterpiece of a map. And again, the enemies just seem to come out of nowhere because of the really cool lighting. So let's go ahead and make our way outside. And this is actually the main courtyard we're busting into here. So let's go ahead, take out all these guys, make our way down, because this area is about to get absolutely flooded with enemies. Again, the music is everything in this map. It just adds so much creepy undertone to it. Easy to see why Dashlet also used it for Liminal Doom. Not surprised about that. Let's go ahead, push our way forward, get ready for the wall to open, revealing even more hit scares and imps in the back. Ammo's our main thing because we don't have much of it till you get really far into this map. And believe me, you definitely don't want tomatoes chasing you around. So, if you all kindly and unequivocally could stop, we will go ahead and move ourselves forward. So this is a map that literally, if you look at the completed auto map of this one, you can kind of see how he's doing it. But he has this map broken up into multiple different segments so that you basically run through the level and it deforms and degrades as you run through it. So very, very indicative of how myhouse.wad is set up. I just love that he does the same thing here. So let's go ahead, trigger the ambush that we don't have the ammo for. We'll take that and go ahead, line up the imps. Sure you don't mind, but we're in a hurry. So let's go ahead and hit this. Basically all the items up there are considered different secrets. You just have to do some platforming shenanigans. As you can see, we need yellow key for that one, and here comes the arena. You know, it's not to stay this peaceful. So let's go ahead, get the health, get this, take it out, and get ready for pandemonium, because you knew it wasn't going to stay calm for very long. So, grab this. I love that he's literally teasing you to grab the key, but here it comes. Let's also get some security armor while we're here. And just stare at the pinky ambush, because something's going to hit one of them eventually. In the meantime, we are out of here. We've got better things to do. Notice this is the same room as before. It's just the pillars pulled up. So now that everything else is pretty much wiping everything out in the courtyard, let's just go this way and get some better weapons. Like rocket launcher. This way. And let's get ready, because now we got this kooky room. Get ready for insanity on the side here. So we go ahead, just create our own method of chaos as the tomatoes decide to make their way over. And back down. At this point, we're just trying to rely on infighting. It doesn't always work out for us. In this case, definitely not working out for us. Alright, finally, something hit something. Perfect. We'll take it from here. Is what I would like to say, but sometimes those cacodemons just will not cooperate. And you beat it. There. Alright, so, as you can hear, the pinkies are still very much active down there, and you can see that we can do the platforming to get to secrets, but again, with that many pinkies, they'll probably be tough. Yep, infinite height. So, can't do that right now. Let's go down here instead. This looks like a very unconventional monster closet, and that's because it is. So let's just head to the left, down into the dark abyss. This is forever below, after all. And down here, there it is. Let's take out the Lost Souls. And now you can already see some things stuttering. That's because this is going to take place in, again, multiple versions of this same area. So notice we got something kooky going on here with blood under the wall. Might want to keep an eye on that. And probably keep an eye on the Baron before we get smacked out of existence. Now there's also some sort of kooky way to platform over that way, but I never quite figured it out. I think it's a lift that's supposed to drop somehow on a line def, but never really figured it out. And we need the red card to go that way. Pretty sure that, yes, we're funneled into this one section. You can't go any other way. So again, all the way down into the red abyss. And this way. Lost Soul, beat it. And we can tell multiple things are changing when we pull that lift down. So let's head back up and into this area. Notice we are in the version of the house right now. And at this point, we've pretty much got the paint element where it can't do anything, but the Lost Souls will find a way around the furniture, guaranteed. So let's put a stop to that. We can already see like a glassied version of the cemetery outside. And can we get behind the TV? I'm trying to remember. I think you can. There's nothing back there. Alright. So as you can see, this gets us to a cemetery. But we can also, again, go back here and deal with the Baron that's in there eventually. This is going to end up being a secret eventually. I just have to remember how to access it. I think it's a secret in a different version of this room. Because again, you end up with alternate versions of this reality too. And again, expecting me not to blow myself up with the rocket launcher, forget about it. Alright, that at least gives us a head start, and that'll be the finish. Alright, so at this point, let's go ahead, just start clicking like a madman in case there is something funny here with very small switches. Now we heard something else open. The heck? Wait. What did we open? I'm literally hearing multiple doors opening now. It's like now I'm just going paranoid. Here we go. Alright, into the cemetery. As you can see, we've got Arachnotrons and Mancubus at the beginning to start this one off. Beat it. And notice, I call this place a cemetery, but there's only one tombstone. So is it really that crazy? Well, just keep an eye on this place, because just like the house itself, it's going to keep evolving as we go through it. So, let's poke the Mancubus, throw some rockets his way, and deal with the oncoming Pinky Palooza. Term I never thought we would ever have to say, but here you are. Now at this point, we've got a door that needs a red key. Can we open it? No, of course not. You actually need the red key that's up here. So get ready. This one's not very nice. It's going to spawn a lot of stuff at first, basically just to give you ammo. And when that doesn't work, keep an eye behind you for all your hit scanners that got spawned into this area. At this point, you can hear there's even more that spawned back where we were by the door, so be careful. And ultimately, what are we going to do with all these enemies that just spawned in? Must be more to it, right? Well, not yet. They're going to make you wait for it. That is what this WAD loves to do, is just mess with your brain. It makes you anticipate things before they happen, and then when they do throw things at you, it throws them at you in a way that you're not ready for. So, you'll see the further we go into this, many of these ambushes you think you know how they're going to work out, and then something completely unexpected hits instead. So, we still got all these pinkies out in the courtyard that are going to be a massive problem because they're preventing us from jumping to do our platforming trick here. So, ideally, we need to find a good way to get out there and get rid of them. So, let's go ahead, see if we can do some kooky angled jumps here. Ultimately, we just need to get some room on them, or if they all want to bunch up by the window, we might be able to get lucky with Splash here. There we go. There. That should limber them up a little bit. Not enough to get us room, though. So, let's just face it head on then. We'll go down there with them. Get them back this way. Let's go back outside and right into the mess. Right into a mess so we can blow ourselves up. Guaranteed. Here we go. Alright. Now we actually have some room to move. We can take them out, no problem. And as you can see, it looks like on both sides you can get all sorts of goodies. The main one's going to be on the left side here because that's going to give us the best start that we need going forward in the map. So we need to go ahead and hit this platforming trick. I still have no idea how in the world the pinky got up there. I mean, that's kind of like how did the cow get on the roof. I have no idea, but somehow it happened. And somehow we have to deal with it. So, pinky, bye. As it literally just fell off. Let's go ahead, head back. And now this way, through blue, up here, platforming shenanigans. Let's do it. Alright. That gets us the supercharge, just like that. Now obviously this is way too far of a gap to actually run between, even if you SR50. So, let's continue on. Now we have ourselves every weapon except for the BFG and the plasma rifle. Don't worry, they're coming. Check over here where originally our gosh, what is it called? The witch icon was. Now it's not there anymore. So fans of Doom Zero who remember the story about the witch and her love of vengeance can know that don't worry, she follows you in this one too. Now let's head this way. And now we have ourselves a Doom Church. Because what would Doom be without the infamous Doom Church? Let's just be very resourceful about how we decide to use our rockets here. And now let's again try to create as much infighting as we can. Unfortunately, that imp is not to help us much. So, a good blast or two, a little bit important. Let's go ahead and keep pelting them from back here. As you can see, we do have, I believe, a Baron that's the head of the church. And we also have some secrets we can get while we're here. So, first and foremost, we want to... I'm trying to remember if you can get outside or not. No, it's internal. This is an internal secret. So for now, let's torch the Baron. Not waste more ammo than we have to, because we're about to get a nasty surprise in this room. I mean, there are a lot of bodies, so you know what's probably going to happen when we grab that yellow key. In fact, you know what's absolutely going to happen when we grab that yellow key. So, let's go ahead and get ready for a secret that's going to be here on the left. Get the rocket launcher, torch the arachnotrons, and get blown into the secret, which is perfect. Now, you don't have to archvile jump into it, it just comes down whenever you hit the switch that's behind the pulpit. And now that everyone's exposed, if you want to just stand there and keep taking hits, it's perfect. There. Just like that, we are done here and have the yellow key. So at this point, we've got all 3 keys already. You'd think, wow, we are flying through this. Almost done, right? Ha! 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 Nope. Let's keep it going. Get ready, because humanity is going to start slipping very soon. Now that we hit that switch, things are already changing. Notice, our entrance is gone to the church. We can't leave. So let's continue on. And now something really changed. The church never existed. Neither did the outside world. But at least we can get ourselves a secret invuln. Let's keep it going. Be very careful in here. It is sometimes very hard to see the enemies correctly. Mainly because of these kooky wall textures. You know, it reminds me of old school. What is it? E2M5 Command Center. Or Command Control. I can never remember. This is basically that pool area down where you get the plasma rifle. And likewise, let's go ahead and torch the Baron. Last thing we need roaming around. As we work ourselves lower, because now we've stumbled upon a very nasty secret. And it's not just that archvile stuck down there. Believe me, that archvile is hard enough to get out of there. Because you're pretty much going to blow yourself up trying to use the rocket launcher. Unless you can just jump down there with him quickly. Just like that. And now let's get ready to fight our way out of a paper bag here, because as you can see, we jumped down there just to get arachnotrons back up top. Let's get back down. Literally jumping all over the alien body down here. Let's hit the switch. That way we have a path forward. And again, be very careful of all the health and armor bonuses that are in all these little trenches. Now again, we're not going for 100% completion. We're just going to experience this amazing wad. Because believe me, this wad is creepy and it is outstanding. Highly, highly recommend to people who just want a good single map Doom wad. Just like that, we finally have ourselves the SSG after all that scrambling. So yes, we literally got the rocket launcher and chain gun before we got the SSG in this one. And we are not going to disturb the Arachnotron who's busy over there. Instead, we're going to disturb that guy who doesn't want to fight anything. And his legion of imps that are not really pinning us in. Sorry guys, you can go too. It's all part of the job. Arachnotron figured it out a little late. And then let's go ahead and get the Hell Knights out of here, and this area will be ours. So, over here. Let's go ahead. Hell Knight out. Now let's head up. So we have this one that goes into nothing. You've got this room that goes into nothing. This one that doesn't even have a door. And this one, which is the one we came in at. So, only one way to go, considering we can open the exit, but it also goes nowhere. And that's into the slimy abyss. As you can see, the world is twisting around us. And in this area, you can't even see what's attacking you. You couldn't even see the specter before you blew yourself up. Be very careful in this area. This area is wicked. Go ahead, because you've got arachnotrons on both sides of you. As soon as we can get them out, and the specter. Ooh, careful there. Let's keep it moving. So, don't get fooled by the decorations. We've got ourselves a switch here that does something over here, if I remember. Somehow we end up either hitting a line def trigger, or we end up hitting something, because there is a secret over here that we have to get. Now that one clearly opens the door. Don't think we had to end up wall humping to get this one. There's a line def or something. I was pretty sure. I know there's definitely a secret over here. This one's gonna drive me absolutely crazy if I don't figure this one out. Let me just make sure that there's not some other alternate version of this area, so I don't waste time with it. Yeah, here. So why is that not opening? Back over here. So, I'm actually not sure why it's doing that. Yeah, see, it's the secret right there. Why is it not activating? I have no idea. What in the world is going on here? It's a classic case of me forgetting how to actually activate this thing. That's okay. We forget how to do it, so we're going to miss out on an arch vial, pop-up arch vial, and its plasma rifle that has, as you can see, it's not just something you can click on the wall. There's something special it has to be done to access it. So, let's go this way for now. Into this ambush. Let's go. As you can see, we have a very long staircase here, and this is a very big open arena, but it's big and open for a reason. And us blowing ourselves up was not the reason. Just so you know, that was not our reason for going in there. Daggone all of it to heck. Open it up, flush them out. I'm telling you what, getting stuck here of all places. Can't do that. Yeah, I hear you all. We got things to do. Arachnotron, you're not gonna be the one. Alright, go ahead, get them out of here so we can move forward. Now, let's hit the switch. That lets us into our big arena here. Again, just take advantage of all the goodies when you can. And let's start torching all of this stuff, especially if they all want to show up around the Arachnotron. That'll help us significantly in this area, because this area gets a little bit hairy. Especially when those pillars start coming down. So let's head back up. Torch the Revenants before they even know what hit them. There. And now let's get ready. Hit the switch. Things open on the sides, and now those pillars are moving, as you can see down below. So let's go ahead and get the tomato out of here. Just crowd control up here as much as we can, letting everything down below just handle itself for now. Again, really cool arena concept, but don't worry, the best of all of them is coming very soon. So let's go ahead, continue our havoc making over here. Tomato, you can go, and all of you as well, why not? Alright, let's get the goodies. Now we got eyes watching us, as you can see, this is now to be a thing, as they attempt to make us lose our sanity. I mean, they do know we've literally covered all of Liminal Doom 1 and 2, so it's going to take a lot more than that, daggone it. So let's go down here. InfernalMonsoon, if I remember, is the one that actually created this one. Because Astral Fiend did Nostalgic Entropy. So let's go over here. Again, don't have the best ammo to fight with, but we can at least get some things in fighting here. Sometimes our problems just deal with themselves. Just like that. And maybe that. There. Okay. So, down to just imps, down to Pinky, down to pretty much no ammo, but we got it. Now, moving on. Let's head back. Notice now the walls are literally ripping open as we go ahead and make very good use of the chainsaw, one of the very few times you'll ever see me use it legitimately. And do we want to go into the mouth of madness? Probably not. But pretty sure we're about forced to. Especially considering this wall just doesn't want to open for us. No matter what we do. Alright. We'll keep going without, don't you worry. And now we're into Dark Abyss again, where we can't see anything, but we know there's imps. They made the unfortunate mistake of trying to attack us in the darkness. Jeez, you don't even see the revenants. Again, such a dark area, daggone it. Because again, when we did this, we did it with very high lighting. I have a feeling it's going to end up coming back to that too, before it's all said and done. Let's keep it rolling. And now we get to a curious pool with the plasma rifle. You think anything's going to happen when we grab it? Should probably get the ammo first, just in case. And grab it, and of course, let's at least get the meatball in the middle of everything, so everything else can take its lost souls and not us. As we will just keep circling and watching our problems disappear right before our very eyes. Alright, Cacodemons, Hell Knights, out of here. Let's keep it rolling. And notice we have ourselves a very, very long door. Just enough to give us plenty of stuff to have to deal with in the background. Let's be honest, if you're not a Revenant or anything bulky like that, we don't need to keep wasting plasma ammo we don't have on you. Unfortunately, it eventually gets to the point where you pretty much have to. Are we equipped to deal with the Mancubus? Not with this low of health. So let's just move on. And then firebomb everything that's left, including you. Just like that, this area is done. Get ready to dive literally forever below into the dark abyss. If I remember, there is a secret, like, hidden in the wall somewhere, partway down into the never-ending ether. Let's check and make sure before I waste my time checking every wall in here. Nope. Again, when you don't play it for a while, you're not to remember all secrets. So, now that we are in total darkness, sheesh. Let's get all the way to the bottom here, through the door. Notice they're really trying to mess with our heads now. As we get all the way back up top. And back into the creepy house. This time with added blood room. Notice also, the house is literally falling apart. And watching us. Literally, this is the much creepier version of the house. And exactly why I said that this area gets pretty off the rails. Notice we've literally got a mess of gore here, which explains why there was blood under the door last time. Now into the TV room. Again, the house is literally watching. So now, if we go ahead and through the door, we end up back at the cemetery yet again. However, this time, it's growing. We've got a lot more here this time around. And notice if you check all the tombstones, no items. Let's continue on. And you remember there's that infamous door that was a red skull key door last time. Well, it's much different this time. Notice how things changed when we teleported. So just back up, and now we're in yet another plane of existence. And if we open the door, it's literally just an archvile. An archvile guarding an armor bonus. So let's go ahead and deal with the Mancubus fast as we can. And then we've got all this up here to deal with that's literally coming through the wall. Alright, let's go ahead and get... Well, we're eventually going to get the Hell Knights out of there. He literally just ran right into me. Way to sacrifice yourself for the cause, Archvile. There. And also you. There. Again, just spray our Hell Knights out of here so we can move forward. Just like that. And now you notice all of our tombstones actually have items with them now. So they are giving us stuff. It's literally as if the dead are trying to help us out of this situation. So let's get the items. Head up this way, where the arachnotrons were. And notice we now have a new dark passageway that we can't see in, so just be careful. Hit the switch. And get ready for the big arena, because here we go. Try and get as many things fighting as we can. Because this is the big one. As you can see, a lot of this stuff you can just get to infight itself, so it's not really a problem for us to deal with. We just want to sit on one of the two sides here, let things kind of trickle their way through. Anything that does get too close, blast it into next century. And if you get any big enemies clustered up, take full advantage. The biggest thing is just grab your corner and defend it with all you have. And again, a lot of those Revenant missiles that we see going up or flying from really far up, that's because they're sniping from way up in the rafters up there, right above where we came in at. And they are almost impossible to hit without free aim, because they are so high up in the air. But again, let's keep clearing out all of this obscenity to the best of our abilities. Until a lost soul decides it wants to just fly in our face and mess up everything. Thank you, Mancubus. We will not forget your sacrifices. Notice we did hear a cyber demon there, so be ready and expecting it. For now, Pain Elemental out of here, and let's keep working our way around. As you can see, the Revenant's pretty much ticked off something. But also, blowing up the barrels helps significantly on the Revenants. But daggone, if it doesn't take them out, you might as well forget it, because you're not getting them. They're just way too high up. Normally, because of the Archviles in this map, it's not a problem. Daggone it. Let's go ahead. Surprise the Mancubus. Get him to deal with these for us. Come on. There we go. And now we run. Seriously, this is the last place you ever want to get yourself cornered at. Especially considering how crazy this room is still going to continue getting. The deeper into this we go. I mean, it's literally called Forever Below, so the anticipation is you are not making it out, as you are just going deeper and deeper into the grave. Alright, let's just grab the goodies, let them get wiped out, and then we'll just run. Why not? Alright, now let's just try to run past all the stuff here so we can get somewhat of an advantage, because we need to get the Baron in on all, or the Cyber Demon in on all this if we can. So just run into this wall, pull all this down, and now we've got ourselves some big tombstones. And what we're interested in at the moment is jumping toward the sarcophagus, because we want to land right on that lip so we can do some things. But as you can see, the second you press that button, be ready for absolute pandemonium. And a wall that takes an absolute eternity to open. So, down here, just enjoy the slaughter for the meantime, as enemies are just going to be everywhere, in every direction, at seemingly every stage of difficulty. As you can see here, that wall is still opening after all this time. We are literally still waiting for this wall, even after all this time. You know, InfernalMonsoon is like, you are going to sit there and you're going to wait for it while everything pelts you from above. Or you can just take the fight to them. So, back up we go. Arachnotron, if you are attacking stuff in the pit, then you are our friend. So let's keep going this way as we now notice that Archviles have entered the chat. Now we have to adjust for that. And I believe it actually happens when when the door opens down below. I don't remember exactly. That's the fun of tackling these challenges after the fact. Again, it's a way to remember these and pretty much immortalize them in your mind. So let's head back up, because I'm starting to believe those Archviles are already up here. They just don't attack us because we're down below in the mess and the madness. Man, talk about getting yourself pinned into a mess. Alright, back out of all this. Meatball, not ever, just leave. Now we can get the Berserk, which will fully heal us. Now I can get the goodies here for the energy weapons. Let's head back up. Take a hike, all you dang meatballs. Especially the Arachnotron here in the corner, it is quite a nuisance. Dang, if the Lost Soul didn't literally jump right in our face. Waiting for this lift is literally everyone's worst nightmare. Come to fruition. It's a little bit easier if you could actually land that jump for the megasphere that's in the sarcophagus. That makes life so much easier here. And if I remember, we're about to get the BFG 9000 pretty soon. After this ambush, of course. Alright, so here we go. Go ahead, back all of them up. Let's get the meatballs splashed out of here. Come on. There we go. Refill all that. Let's get back out before we get ourselves stuck down here. That way we can kind of bomb it from afar. Especially anything having anything to do with the pain elementals. Keep punching our way up. Lost Souls, take a dang hike already. Take a breather, just do something else. Sheesh. Just like that, we're back up top, out of that fracas. As you notice, we do have a cyber demon in the mix, tangling with something. Hard to tell what at this point. And literally, you can't even hit the revenants up there. It's literally just a waste of ammo. So let's replenish around the sides here. Because it's clear we're to have a cyber demon to deal with. And I'm pretty sure that Archvile didn't go down either. So let's get our ammo and let's get ready for a fight. Just look at all those lost souls. This is starting to get out of control, you all. Starting to feel like we're playing Sunlust all of a sudden. You need to dial it back, you all. Alright, so Baron out of here. Battalion of Lost Souls. Beat it. As well as the Revenant Miss. Alright, keep on over here. Let's go ahead, get the Battalion of Lost Souls straightened up. Alright, just like that, I think we're good. Let's go ahead and keep pushing our way in. Alright, so at this point, that door down there should definitely be open. I feel like it has had more than enough time as we go steal all the goodies back here. And we can also hear Archviles have now entered the ambush. All right. Just go ahead, randomly throw rockets down there to help crowd control some of this. As you can see, it looks like there's two different Archviles stuck down there. So, let's jump on in. I mean, more power to it if the Archviles just want to end up getting stuck on one of the tombstones. That's even better for us. Or just keep reviving the same thing. That should work too, technically. We just have to be able to actually hit you square on, just like that. Alright, so Baron, Hell Knights, all of you go. And now we can take advantage of this situation. As you can see, it's pretty much down to us and the Cyber Demon. So, let's take full liberties. And deal with him while still somehow dodging Lost Souls. The epic duo of Cyber Demon and Lost Souls. Ever since Tower of Babel. So let's go ahead and spray the ones up the hill here. Okay, so it looks like we do have some revenants left after all this. Let's go with extreme caution on our way up since you can barely see. Okay, we got homing. Go ahead and lose them, all three of them. Lost Soul, what are you doing? Get out of here. Ideally, we can coax the Revenants out of hiding completely and not have to wander into darkness after them. Just gonna sit back here for a sec. Alright, now that the Revenant missile's gone, let's go ahead and sneak our way forward. So, Baron, if you couldn't, that'd be good. Let's go ahead and grab some more rockets while we're over here. And soon all of our problems will be dealt with. Let's keep it rolling. Let's just make sure those Revenants aren't going to be bothering us now that we go down there again. Now, ultimately, we need to get to this sarcophagus because there is a secret revolving around it. And it is a platforming secret, so heaven help us. Here we go. One of, I'm sure, many attempts to jump on this thing. Here we are. Luckily, we have that cacodemon to kind of give us an idea of where we need to be jumping. So let's aim for the cacodemon. Ooh. Ooh. Nope. We need to be on the next one up. Okay. You have to be on the second rung. That way you can climb up the rest of it. So let's go back. Nope. Come on, second rung. Got it. Now we can climb up here and in. This will raise up. It gives us plenty of ammo, but most importantly, the megasphere. So, let's continue on. Down into the throat of madness. As you can see right here, let's continue on in the center point and get ready for the pop-up ambushes as we go down into the crypt. Literally as things are popping up behind us and around us. Go ahead, get the goodies, keep it moving. Hit the switch. And now we are in the crypt. The Spire Mastermind crypt, by the way. Trust me, you want to get in as many of these as quickly as possible. Because as you can see, the Spire Masterminds are everywhere. They're going to take no prisoners. And it's not just them that's down here. You've got the Cyber Demons too. So let's go ahead, go in any of these buildings you're able to. Ideally get the Spire Masterminds in fighting or fighting other things. Because you can get Spire Masterminds to infight each other. So they are one of the hit scanners that pretty much function like many of the other hit scanners in the game. You can just get them wiping themselves out if you need to. Get the much needed ammo. Let's bring down those fleshy walls from the rest of this area. And keep it moving as we are trying to jump from area to area to get us a better resolve through here. Let's go ahead and try back here because again, we just need to get away from all this madness. All of these rooms that you can hide in are basically booby traps, so just be ready for something anytime you duck in one of these. And you can see how this area is. Once you're able to see the area in its full entirety. So basically, as you can see, each one of these sections pretty much contains something. There's none of them that's just empty. As you can hear, enemies are going down, so that's good for us. It's also unnerving for us because darkness. As you can see, at this point, we've just given up on regular traditional weapons, and we are opting for just the better ones at this point. Keep an eye on our map here. Duck around the corner here, keep going. We're literally just running from section to section, making sure we hit all of these switches along the way. Which is just going to keep opening up more sections for us. And being extremely cautious, because there are cyber demons in here somewhere. Again, just wait for some of this insanity to settle down before poking our head out and making ourselves a target. As you can see here, you can go to the left when we get out of here to get to another one. Again, really good ammo for the plasma down here. That's going to be kind of our mainstay in all this. Also notice we have this area that we can get to that is bloody and battered. It also gives us invuln, which is pretty much mandatory down here, just because of all the crap we have to deal with. So let's go ahead, clear this area out, and let's be looking for a certain wall that's going to have a switch hidden on the side. Right here. Go ahead, hit that switch. That's going to open up one of these. Yep. And that is what's going to get us the BFG 9000. Just make sure you can get rid of the Archvile, and then it's all yours. As well as a blur sphere, which is going to help immensely in this area. Now, let's go ahead and put it to use. Since you can see much easier now with the light amplification visor. Go ahead. Just take all these fire masterminds out up close. That way they don't even have a chance to attack. Just like that. Keep hitting all the switches as we do this. There's the cyber demon that we kept hearing. So let's move quick on him while we still have the light amplification visor left. Alright, so over here you can see there's something in the wall here we can get into. So that'd be yet another secret with the blur sphere and rockets. Let's keep it going. This time over this way. At this point, just let your map lead the way, since it will typically not lead you wrong. I love how the light source was literally captured there on the computer area map. And let's now go into a new section of the crypt. Again, still taking full advantage of all the Spire Masterminds as we go ahead and grab the other light amplification visor. And now we have that, let's make it last. Because here we go into the meat grinder. Best way I can describe this area. And that's why. Who knew we would end up having to scythe to this area? I have no idea, but daggone it. We gotta do something with it. I mean, I'm pretty much just ignoring the Mancubus at this point. It's pretty much just an afterthought. I mean, you can technically take them out before you even deal with the Revenants. Just like that. Because they're going to move the second they have confirmation that you're here. Alright, let's go for it. Sometimes you can just get them literally just locked with the blasts here and kind of skirt on by before they all whack you. Just like that. Then go ahead, grab that ammo, and finish the job like that. Alright. So this area is now done. The crypt is now empty. Let's proceed. As you can see there, not much else to do in this section. Let's go ahead, teleport back. And where does this teleport us? Well, surprise, surprise, we're back in the house. Yes, this is the same creepy house that we've been to many times. Notice that's now slime down there. And the features are pretty much indistinguishable, as we are pretty much not only losing our sanity, we're pretty much losing everything at this point. So let's continue the way we know to the cemetery outside, as the music seems extremely fitting now, as we still have the tombstones here. Let's go ahead back up top here. And again, we have that same ominous doorway. So originally it was a red key door, then it was an arch vial. Now you got a red switch, and we teleported. Welcome back yet again. This time taking us back out, because we have the yellow key. And we're hearing revenants all over the place. What could be happening? I don't know, there's a doorway. Should we press it? Yes, because that is the end. Again, outstanding, outstanding single-player map by InfernalMonsoon. Always loved that one, and glad to get to replay it after all this time. So, let's go back and take a look at another one. Now we finally have everything working here. Next up in our exploration through some really cool single maps, or very short multi-maps, let's look at, let's see, I literally downloaded a ton of these and just don't really know which order or which ones to throw them in here. This one looked really interesting. So this is The Only Way Out Is Through. This is by Laocoon from 2025. Unrecoverable error returning to main menu. Okay. So we can't do that one. Got it. So that one will have to wait for now until they end up fixing it. So let's try a different one. Let's go ahead. As you can see, we got a bunch of different ones here. This one was kind of an interesting concept. This is by JC Bengtson. Seems like a tough word to say. I'm sure there's an easy way to say it. But he made this on the 10th anniversary of Doom in 2003. This was basically a upgraded redo of E2M2. This is Containment area, which, by the way, for those that didn't know, is actually my favorite map of the original Doom series. So I absolutely couldn't pass this one up. Let's see what they did to it. And I love that we're still keeping with the same iconic creepy music, but a little bit different this time. Alright, so let's see just how much they end up changing this one. Because, I mean, naturally, we're still going to start in the infamous crate maze. But this time, they're not kind enough to just give you a shotgun. They make you actually run through some things first. And apparently, we can literally go in the conveyor belts for, I guess, a secret. Alright. Really need to get those secret notifications up louder, because I can barely tell when they go off. Maybe that's a little better. Let's go ahead. And at this point, if I'm just going to fight from a conveyor belt, we'll just do it like this. I still wonder why in the world the original didn't have conveyor belts. Again, always loved this map. And great to see it finally get a remix. Except, let's be honest, this is also with Doom 2 assets, so we could end up with some Doom 2 enemies here, which is just gonna curse the heck out of this map. As they're basically giving it a massive difficulty upgrade. Alright, so we can already tell it's taken a massive difficulty spike from the original, so we really need to figure out where in the world we need to go in here, just to have some position to fight from. So, I did hear a Mancubus, so it's already cursed the heckin' back, now that we've got ourselves... Jeez! Now we've got ourselves, Doom 2 enemies in here. So, if you all kindly or unkindly will just leave, got the blue key door there. Alright. Yeah, basically you just have to treat this as a completely different map entirely. I just have to look at this as its own level, because it is nothing like the original, really. It's just inspired by the original is probably the best way to say it. Because we are going to be dealing with Doom 2 enemies. So let's go this way, grab our secret. Which would be even more important if we actually had health to go with it. That really should be top priority, especially with all the hit scanners in here. And normally, if I remember correctly, the original maze did have a lot of health. I'm really surprised they ripped that part out. Looks like you can potentially platform to some of these things. Let's see. Oh, yep. Get us some rockets, not a secret. Now, if I remember, in the original, you've got pretty much every weapon in this map. Except the BFG, of course, because there wasn't even a BFG in Shores of Hell. And very, very wicked monster closet there. To kind of let the floodgates loose on you here. So, there's the Mancubus all the way in the back right. So at least that mystery's been solved. Again, how do you deal with that many hit scanners? You pretty much don't. We really, really need a chain gun. But surprisingly enough, with the Doom 2 assets, we've not got a chain gunner yet. Because that would definitely turn things around here. Instead, we need to pretty much defend this area with our lives and just hope for a lot of infighting. Come on. Fight, you all. Fight for our entertainment, if you will. I mean, if you're to give us a long, narrow corridor, you better believe I'm to get as much infighting going as possible. Especially with this many pinkies, which are just gonna waste our ammo. There we go. Alright, anyone else want to come after us? All good? Okay. Now, let's take out the sea of zombies down there. How in the world we're doing this with 4 HP? I have no idea, considering any of the hit scanners can end us in an instant. But hey, at this point, I am not questioning it. As long as we are making it through. And looks like now we're going to be getting into all the Mancubus issues. So let's back it off a sec. Random tomato around the corner. The Mancubus is not able to hit because he's up too high. Jeez, and we still got hit scanners around corners. Okay. Alright, come on, you all. The only thing we need is HP, and then we're deadly. They're intentionally leaving out the health for us, because they know what's going to happen if we get it. We're just going to run rampant through this place. So let's go ahead, encourage as much infighting as possible. Get at least one of the two big instigators out of here. There. And Tomato, you can join them. At this point, let's keep pushing forward. There's some health. Oh man. There's a teleporter that doesn't teleport. Okay. But daggone, don't you worry, we got tomatoes still. And that same stinking shotgun soldier, it keeps sniping us around the corner. Beat it. Okay. Alright, they want to be rough about it. We'll be rough about it, fine. Okay. You, and you, all your friends, all your acquaintances, beat it. Seriously. Sheesh, things we have to do in here. Just to try and catch the slightest ounce of a break. My gosh. Alright, tomato out. Now that we backed ourselves into a corner, let's go. Because we know the Mancubus is out there. Doing Mancubus things. At this point, let's just hope. How in the love of gosh did he shoot through crates? I have no clue. Reality is breaking at this point. Will someone, anyone, give us a better weapon? I mean, if you're using Doom 2 enemies, at least give us SSG or something. Sheesh. Yes, get the shotgun soldiers to help us for a change, and somehow they still hit scan us around them. Forget all of you. Pain in the butts. That's what you are. Royal pains. Beat it. All of you. Daggone it. Holy heck. Alright, this was a heck of an upgrade, alright. Yeah, this is just proof, again, you don't need 1,000 monster slaughter style to make a difficult map. You just have to have really good monster placement. You know, they've intentionally withheld every single weapon from us except for the single barrel shotgun and thrown us into all this chaos. Whew. Such a tough start, my gosh. And this is a 2003 WAD. Way to go. Alright. So let's go ahead, hop on the conveyor belt, and let's go ahead and get all of our ammo while we're here. Might as well. In fact, we'll just sit here and make sure all the ammo comes to us, so we don't miss any that they have for us. Man, oh man, that one is still alive and well around the corner, somehow. Go! Both of you! Sheesh! Alright. Now I think we can have some peace and quiet, so let's get the security armor. And head right back into the fray. Nope, there's another one back there. Beat it! Alright. Finally got them. Also love there's a random imp on the conveyor belt, why not? At this point, we're just letting items come to us. And drawing out anything that wants to attack. Let's try to the right. Yep, just corner snipe to win. Again, such a rough place for a Mancubus. Ooh. And I don't trust that Mancubus at all now, because we saw him literally shoot through the crates somehow, so I don't even know how it's possible, but at this point the Mancubus is just breaking physics. Let's keep on him. And go this way. Ah, ha, ha. Probably shouldn't have gone that way. Probably should have went any way other than that way. Let's keep it moving. Alright. Keep it going. At this point, I'm seeing more Mancubus than I've ever seen in my life, I feel like. They're literally around every corner. Oh my gosh, yes. Where have you been all my life, Chain Gunner? I never thought I would ever think that. And I could literally go without ever seeing you again, Shotgun Soldier. Apparently we could have shortcut some things by just taking the conveyor belt this way. There's the SSG. And when I hear Revenants, I'm just hopping away. I have no idea where they're stuffing them. But somehow they're over here. And if they want to just funnel themselves into a nice tight tunnel where I can deflect their missiles, go ahead. They want to be sacrilegious with the Doom 2 monsters they're throwing at us, then we'll be sacrilegious with SSG. Right up their backside. Sheesh. Now we can actually crowd control. Alright. Let's keep it moving. And so far, so good. Now the Mancubus, nowhere near the threat they once were. Still able to shoot through crates somehow. I'll never understand it. And Chain Gunners, funny that you arrive right when we get the SSG. It's like, hey, you got a new weapon. That's cool. We'll give you another one. That's what's happening. Crates are opening. Okay. Well, that stinks. For us. Alright. Go ahead to get the Pinky involved here. Take out anything else that doesn't want to fight. Especially you two. Don't need that. Definitely never asked for it. So take a hike. All of you. Peas and carrots. There. Alright. You know, inspired by E2M2 is one thing, but literally never letting you out of the crate maze is another. My gosh. The crate maze was only the beginning of it, buddy. There's a whole rest of the level that should be here somewhere. Jeez. Talk about making the crate maze bigger. Alright, now we're getting energy weapons. So apparently we're going to get one of the energy weapons. In the original, we got the plasma rifle, so I wonder if they'll at least be true to that. And not throw the BFG at us. Bizarre pit here. That's supposed to be something. Apparently it's just more boxes. Got it. Alright. That leads us up and around right into an imp. Alright. Back up and over. There's the imp. Let's get rid of him. Let's keep it moving. Well, that you never want to see when you're at 2% health. It's like things you never want to see when you're low health in Doom. Walls locking behind you. Okay, where's this stupid empath? This is getting ridiculous. Beat it! Alright, keep it going. Got it. Maybe. Looks like we're about to get the blue key card at least. And we saw the door for that one's back near where we started the map. Hit scanner, get out of here. Okay. Plan B, or C, or D at this point. Come on, this way. We can do this. Incubus down. Zombie. Tomatoes. Well, we did up to the point that we ran out of ammo. Let's grab us some more. And finish things up. Let's make sure I hit them close for extra effect. Okay, same thing there. Now, just like that, this area is clear. Again, look how much bigger the crate maze is than in the original. Holy heck. Alright, let's go ahead and get us some health. And over here, looks like we've got this conveyor belt running too. So let's go ahead and grab some goodies while we're here. Looks like that's about it. So let's head over. At this point, I'm just conditioned to fire as soon as we open a door for anything. Alright, Mancubus. Let's do it. Yep, I was waiting for him. And there's no way to dodge him there, is it? Alright, you get far away from that door, Mancubus. We don't like you being that close. In fact, we don't want anything being that close. Come as, Archvile. So that's the secret. Hit the Archvile and then let the hit scanners hit him. So that he's well distracted. I mean, heck, the hit scares may just take him out for us as long as we don't let him through the door. Just like that. There. Not too bad. But we gotta keep the hit scares actually out of here. So, let's keep moving, get you out, and we are just about good. Oh, come on. Turn around, and Mancubus is there. Jeez. Okay, keep going. Keep pushing. Get you out. Get you out. Saul creeping around the corner. And you guys. All of you. Beat it. Don't pass go. Don't do anything. Just leave. Oh my gosh. With these Mancubus. I swear it's this person's spirit animal. How many I have seen in this map is unbelievable. Alright, zombies out of here. Let's keep it rolling. I would really love to start facing anything. Anything at all, except for Mancubus. Sheesh. Let's keep it moving. Let's go ahead and get our rockets. Dodging a very peculiar crusher right there. It looks like these rooms may not go to the same place. Yeah, they do. Okay, I'm being very careful because naturally these conveyor belts are going to run us right into the Hell Knights. And it looks like nothing's going to actually infight with them. Now he got a chance. Actually, I don't think the Cacodemons can come back here. I think the conveyor belt is just going to keep pushing them away. So let's take full advantage of that now that the Hell Knight's gone. Let's just check out their cubby holes, make sure they're not hiding anything good. Okay, so far so good. At this point, you got the Hell Knight and the Cacodemon going at it with each other. Alright, so far so good. Keep pushing down. You know, it is a really cool design. This escalator trap. But daggone, these enemies seem to come out of nowhere in this map. That's what it is. They literally are coming out of nowhere. The walls are opening. It felt kind of screwy. Then we confirmed it was being screwy. And now we just need you to go. All of you. Don't need any more teleport traps. Not today. Oh, for the love of gosh. How does this keep happening? Alright, what is actually up here that keeps blowing us up? Okay. What about the other side? Maybe we have better luck over here. Okay, so now we're able to look at an upcoming ambush with the Hell Knight and some chain gunners. Nice. And I hear lifts raising and lowering already. You know they're coming. It's just a matter of time. Alright. So let's take full advantage of them not knowing what the heck's going on. Alright, keep going. 3 of them in total. Where that pinky came from, I have no idea. I mean, at this point, anyone's guess is as good as mine. Oh my gosh. Alright, keep going. Keep going, for the love of gosh. Again, where are you coming from, Pinky? Alright. Let's do it. Wow. Come on. Alright, let's do it right in front of where those doors are clearly gonna let new enemies through. So let's just kind of take care of things before it can get to that point. At this point, I think we finally got this area somewhat settled down. Let's keep it going. Then you got the damaging liquid to deal with. Alright. Blow that barrel up just in case. Get some health for the love of gosh. And let's get this area clear. I hear an archvile. It better not be in this room. Daggone you to heck and back. Holy cow. Believe me, I am glad to heck and back that the real E2M2 is nowhere near this difficult. My gosh. What a challenge this has been. Let's just run all the way to the end, see what the heck this is. It's a red key door. So you deal with the toxic pool to get to the red key area. Alright. Now we got this area sorted out. Let's go back. Get bit by a pinky that you can't even see. Alright. Come on. That wasn't an invitation for you, Archvile. Got enough stuff to deal with at the moment. I love that the Archvile was literally right beside us, and instead of torching us, he just decided to revive the enemy right beside us. Alright, come on. We gotta get this. Okay. Archvile out. Room's not clear. Just be careful. Progress slowly. And I think, the Berserk. Holy heck. In the original E2M2, you literally got the Berserk right off the bat at the beginning. This one makes you wait for it, that's for sure. But at least it will get us back to high health. So forget you, we're grabbing it and going. Well, high health until you run out of ammo to deal with anything else. Let's put it that way. Alright, go ahead, put all of you down. There. Alright, come on. We've got this. Alright. Now, I definitely hear some things moving. Ah, jeez. I mean, your only option is to run at this point because you just don't have ammo to even fight with. The idea was to take you out as fast as possible, but apparently Mancubus doesn't want to play along. And to actually Berserk punch them out, you pretty much have to get a really kooky side angle on them. It's really not even worth attempting, unless you can really get them pinned into the wall, like almost there. You just have to kind of sneak inside their hitbox, like we about did there. I noticed it's a lot easier to hit them from the side than it is when they're facing you. Because like you see, even hitting them in the back doesn't register. Let's try over here. That's where the red key area is. I hear a lot of things attacking. Again, not having ammo to deal with anything. But now we see where that teleporter is stationed. That was over here. Never really made sense from the beginning. Now it's understood. So let's get back. Also check back here. So we got a yellow key door in the back on the right. You got a blue key on the back on the left. At least this area is starting to make more sense. So we head back up this way. And funnel ourselves into a new area. Okay, so just like that, we get our imp out of here. Make sure everything's good in the very back. And let's keep it moving. Still need a way to get that blue key. Thing tells me that may end up being at the very end of this thing. I have no idea. But now we're starting to get that Ultimate Doom feel again, at least temporarily. Until we do something like that. Why'd I just figure there were going to be enemies on both sides of us? And the crazy thing is, we are doing all of this, and we are still fighting with the dang crate section. It is unbelievable. Beat it, all of you. We don't need anyone behind us for this. Got enough stuff ahead of us to deal with. You understand? You get it? Hopefully. Good. Alright, beat it. All of you. Sheesh. Much needed ammo at this point because we have been starved for it up till now. Let's go ahead, poke through, see what all this was for. So far, a backpack. We had that Revenant so confused it didn't know what the heck to do. It was trying to punch us, it was trying to move, it was trying to attack, it was getting hit by a door. Didn't know what the heck was going on. So far, so good. I love that even in the walls are the crates, because the crates just have such a hold on the identity of this map. Oh no. Now we found our way into this iconic transition where it moves in the multiple directions in the real one. Yeah, I'm guessing it's do something similar here. Alright, let's let that settle for a sec. I mean, if the Baron wants to come at us, we will gladly take the extra few seconds for him. But if the hit scanners want to keep coming after us, I say any day of the week you want to do this. Come on. Glad to see we still have the crusher room. And just like before, it's fast crushers. So it won't necessarily take the enemies out. Guaranteed to give them the squeeze for a second or two. Alright. Whew. Us and our usual 1 HP warrior status over here. Now we have the different rooms that typically went into the different slime pits. So you had the one that ended up being a secret. Now this time around, looks like we need a red key card to do anything over here. And we got ourselves another Hell Knight. Go ahead, get this area cleared up. Again, to think this was done in 2003 is hard to believe. So much put into this map. Let's let that breathe for a second. And let's keep it moving. Alright, so far so good. Alright, keep pushing our way up here through all the zombies. Careful not to accidentally teleport, just in case. Man, that's such a health tax getting through there. Alright, let's keep it up. Okay, so it looks like the teleporter literally jumps you in the path of the yellow key. Let's take full advantage of that. Spectre out. And back we head. Amazing that it took this long to get our first key, but dadgone it, beggars will not be choosers here. We're just gonna have to deal with this. I mean, I should have seen it coming with so many bodies in this hallway. I should have realized we'd be back here. But you better believe if I can get them on a corner here and just keep splashing, we'll get them out of here eventually. Alright. So, yellow key is finally ours, and let's look. It should be in the back right corner was the yellow door. Because back left was blue. And blue key card's still up there taunting us. Sometimes the map is the main way to lead you through these. Alright, let's see here what we've got. Let's also make sure of something else about this stream real quick. Because I do notice that no one seems to even be seeing that this stream exists, which is very bizarre. We've got to get this mess straightened out with the new channel. I'm telling you, ever since starting this new channel, just to get out of the mess we had going on with the old one, it has been an uphill struggle for literally everything we have done. Videos are not getting seen by people, it's not pushing things out. Some people that have confirmed that they've subscribed to my channel doesn't show that they're subscribed at all. It blows my mind how much opposition this new channel has had to overcome already. And again, it's showing live, so I have no idea what in the world it's doing. But somehow, no one is seeing this. This is the kind of thing that just makes you want to give up some days. I swear to goodness, it's just infuriating how much work goes into all this just to see absolutely nothing out of it. Let's go ahead, get the Revenant out of here, get the Imp, and them, and them. Barons, you can go too. Just like that, and that. I think we're good. Oh my gosh. Again, this map is so difficult. It is unbelievable what the guy did with the E2M2. I mean, this isn't just a reimagining. This is E2M2 on steroids. For the Doom 2 populace. But at least we... What in the love of God is going on? Now we've got cyber demons in here. Holy heck. This is literally the map that just keeps on giving. Seriously. I mean, at this point, you all don't even matter. Just bring on the cyber demon, apparently. You all are literally just a waste of ammo. I mean, you're also a health tax, which doesn't help things. Ugh. Look at this mess. Just look at this mess. What in the world even is this map? I have no idea anymore. Especially when you have a cyber demon literally right up your backside back there. Alright, come on. Come on. Gotta clear these things out. And we really don't need any more opposition from all this stuff. We have got to get some kind of traction here, because this room is ridiculous. Come on, guys. Let's just go this way, because at least we know the cyber demon can't fit through there. And is it just me, or did this area get a lot darker all of a sudden? Yeah, I wouldn't put it past them. Go ahead, get everyone in fighting. It's literally our only chance here. Just get everything fighting the cyber demon. I mean, we can literally hear what's going on. I mean, any bit that they can weaken him is great for us. Because he's literally splash damaging all the other enemies, causing them to infight too. See, look at that. Come on. Tick everyone off. Keep going. There we go. And just like that, the cyber demon went back to sleep. He's like, I have eliminated everything. I'm good. Alright, let's hit this switch and hope that helps us somehow. Instead of being a red herring. Now, how does this work? Can he actually get over here? If not, we've got the perfect way to get rid of him. Come on, Baron. Oh, daggone. Don't worry, the Baron did a perfect job of just waltzing around the cyber demon, not to help us. My gosh, come on, guys. Again, the degree of accuracy you have to take this thing out is unbelievable. Getting through a tiny doorway there. The thing is, even as many things as it was fighting, it still seems like it's barely been touched. Jeez. Fine, we'll just corner snipe you the old-fashioned way. You'll have to come closer to the door eventually. Just like that. You want to get right in our face, we'll take full advantage. You know, all of a sudden he's smart enough to actually move away from us when we're doing this. Come on. Come on. Keep it coming. Right by the door. We can do this literally all day, Cyber Demon. Come on. Alright, we need to make some headway here, Cyber Demon. We need you to cut this the hell out so we can get moving. Come on now. Alright, now that he's no longer camping our door, let's get him out of there. Just to run into a flipping revenant. I swear to goodness, this map drives me crazy. With these random pop-ups all around you. My gosh. Alright, come on now. There. Cyber Demon out. Now let's deal with all the revenants. Because, of course, the red key is behind a red key door. Why the heck not? Alright, let's hit the switch, get the rockets, blow up all this stuff, and head back. Interesting. Alright, let's go over here. Let's get the stim pack. Yep, that door's still closed. Because of course it is. Now let's get rid of the Revenant and all this stuff. Let's hop over the conveyor belt. Finally get our switch. Head back. Figure this platform out. And now, still can't get the red key hitting that switch. I don't even know what life is anymore. Let's just go this way. This had to be where the Cyber Demon was. So nothing we can do back here. I guess we have to move on yellow direction. Which just takes us back where we were. Still can't get that down. Nothing on the corners that time around. And again, we have to have the red key to pretty much do anything over here. So, yeah, if they're not going to give us the red key, I can't see anything that we can do to progress. So let's go this way. Now, I wonder if the teleporters, they must take us different places. Yep. Is this something that eventually is supposed to be survivable? I mean, what even is this? It's just an automatic kill chamber? Because we haven't had enough bizarrely cheap things going on so far this map. It's literally just a kill chamber. Wow. Okay. Good grief. I can't even imagine the people who stumbled upon this and had to overcome this their first time through. Because this is diabolical in many places. Let's go ahead, get that put down. And at this point, taking that same teleporter twice takes us somewhere different. This takes us back to the Archvile area. And now all of a sudden, blue key's released. So that's what we... Oh, God almighty. Don't you do it. Teleport, teleport. Okay. Always fakes me out when people do that. I'm telling you, we cannot win for losing at this point. I also noticed the different sound effects that the Cyber Demon has this time around. And yes, I also noticed that Mega Sphere up there that'd be really nice to have. But at this point, I'm just grabbing the key and just running to it. It just seems like combat over here is pointless. Let's get the key and run. Because the blue key door's on this side somewhere. All the way down here. And surely that will help us somehow figure out how to get the red key. So it looks like we need to go this way to get to the blue key door. And over here. There. That's what I was saving the ammo for. You knew there had to be more Mancubus. I mean, there were literally a ton of them in this map. Seems like we're on an upper level of where we were before now. Again, the logic behind this is maddening. This map is just so expansive compared to the original. Holy cow. Alright, Pinkies, we need you to go because we've got to get out of here. Seriously, we've got to get moving. We don't even have time for this mess because gosh only knew that this map was going to be so flipping huge. Just keep corner sniping, expecting things to just randomly teleport in to wipe us out at this point. Okay, anything else want to pop up behind us? At this point, I feel like we should pretty much be done with all this, but somehow we're not. Gee whiz. Alright. Health that we can somehow grab on the corner here. Get rid of the enemies sneaking up behind us. Now I think we're good. Ooh. What a fight this map has been. Holy cow, we've even got the destroyed conveyor belt here. Let's get our goodies, keep it moving. Alright, so far so good. There has to be a point to coming up here. There has to be some reason we did all of this. I mean, you're really going to tell me the blue skull key is how we exit, considering we don't even have the red. I mean, just look how expansive this thing is. Holy cow. Well, let's go back this way then. I don't even know where the heck we went to now. I don't remember any areas being outside in the original. But there we go. Go ahead and get them out of here. And the shotgun soldier. And the imps. Come on, can we finally get lucky with the red key? I feel like we have been 10 light years trying to find this red key. That is somehow trapped behind a red key door. Because of course it is. Who was waiting for that to happen? I don't even know what the bloody heck just happened there. Somehow we got enemies behind us, in front of us, beside us. There you go. Let's go ahead, clear this mess out before that pops up. Definitely not what we were ready for. Oh my gosh, with the imps. Okay. So at this point, it looks like we're not even going to be able to finish this one because it's taken so long. My gosh almighty. Never in a million years did I think a single map replacement for E2M2 would turn into such an absolute exam. Holy heck. I mean, this is literally the crucible here. It's unbelievable. That works even better. Just give us the dang key. My gosh almighty. So the red skull key had to have been for some optional area then. Because we know where that goes. Grab and run. Just run like your life depended on it, because let's be honest, it does. Go back. For the love of gosh, don't get lost again. Just run. 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 Baron not stopping us at this point. Beat it. You stay out of it, Cyber Demon. Done. Holy heck almighty. Imagine if the real E2M2 was like that. Good grief, what a map. I mean, it is outstanding execution. Consider this a tribute to the original Doom's E2M2. Always liked that level for some unexplainable reason. This felt necessary to emulate the style in this map. Even if you dislike that map, I trust you'll have different feelings about this one. Oh yeah, Bengtson, aka SailorScout. Okay, that's a little bit easier to say. Well, put it this way, I love the original, and this one cranks up the difficulty to about 1,000, so well done. You've found a way to turn this map into absolute insanity, my friend. So, very well done by Bengtson, aka SailorScout, Containment Area. And again, thanks for joining. Make sure to check out these WODs that were featured this time around, if you've not already. Like, share, comment, subscribe so more people can see our videos, and we'll see you next time. Take care, everyone.